Next cybersecurity tip is limit access to sensitive information. We must ensure that only authorized personnel have access to sensitive data. It may be possible that we are running a very big organization, and in that organization about 1000 employees are there. Some are working in manufacturing, some are working in IT, some are working in administration, and such like other departments may be there. Whether all these persons should have access to all the data which is stored in the computer systems. No, every department should have access to that information which is required for their duties, to perform their duties. If it is a bank, then it is having officers, manager, and clerks. Whether all these persons should have the same level of access to the information lying in the computer system? No. If it is a clerical person, it may be only having access that what is being credited or debited. The officer is required access to all this information which is being debited, credited, and even the access to other details of the clients. A manager is supposed to have more access than both of these. If the officer is posted in a higher office, such as if it is posted in head office, it will have the access to all the information pertaining to the branches. If it is a CEO, it is CEO of the organization, it is having access to all the major clients. Then it may be having access to all the sensitive or personal information, such as in case of, suppose there is some sort of specific formula which is being used in the manufacturing of a certain product, then this formula might be stored somewhere, and only the CEO or some other high ranking official may be having access to that formulas which are being used to manufacture those products. All the persons working in the organization at different places are not required to have access to that sensitive information. If we are running in a hospital, there are doctors, there are nurses, there are laboratory technicians, then there are accounts personnel. Whether all these persons are required to have access same level of access? No. Doctors will have access to all the medical details of the patients. Nurses are required access to the data which they have to make, whether they have administered which medicine they have administered to the patient, what is the pulse rate, what is the uh, oxygen level, what is the sugar level. Nurses may have to update that. Laboratory technician may have to update laboratory related experiments, which test reports which they will have to upload. So accounts department is required to find out whether the patient is has given payment of all his dues, and what are the different means used, at what different dates the payments of the treatment charges have been paid. So persons all the persons which are working in an organization are required to have access to the data according to the role. It may be also possible that sometimes one officer is on leave and some other officer is deputed in that place in a bank branch. So, to have access to the information of that branch, some temporary access may have to be granted to that particular officer. So, it is necessary for us to use role based access or temporary access so that our data of different types is not unauthorizedly accessed by other persons. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.